These are the sublimation ready ornaments that we are going to be using. You can see that they are a little under 3 inches, and I'll have a link below for everything that I'm going to be using today. So for these sublimation ready ceramic ornaments, we are going to be doing some that have designs on both sides and some that only have designs on one side. So I've opened a new Word document here. So I'm going to start in layout options here, and I am going to make sure I have 8.5 by 11 selected, orientation landscaping, and I'm going to set my margins to 0 so that I can bring some designs in here. So now I'm going to go to insert pictures from this device, and I am going to bring in some images that I downloaded. So I'll start with, let me get to my downloads here. I've got a couple here. Bring these in, insert. All right, so now the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna click on this image, and then we are going to do the wrap text, and we're gonna do through, and it's up here as well. So you can also go up here and do that. You wanna go through, and this is so that we can move them around on the page. So we're gonna do that to every one of these images, just so that I can fill up my page here. So these are some that I made. I'll have my link below for these. These are, I sell these on Etsy. So here is the design that we're going to be doing. So this one is going to have this on the back. This one will have this on the back, and this one will have this on the back as well too. So I'm going to Control C on that, Control V, so that I duplicate this one. And again, wrapping through, it probably did that on its own, but I just want to make sure. And I'm going to move these up just because I don't need that much space on them. And you can see now that these are PNGs, that they're transparent, so that I can move them around on my page. So now I'm going to go grab some more designs, insert pictures from this device. I just did some Santa snowmen here. Let's see if I can. Hopefully I unzipped them. If I didn't, I'll have to unzip them. But yep, here they are. Let's pull these into insert. So these will be single-sided because they have the 2024 on the front. So I'll do wrap and through here. And of course, if it isn't 2024 anymore when you're watching this, you can always find new designs to use as well. So let's see. All right, I just want to make sure my ceramic ornaments are a little under 3 inches. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go up here, insert a shape, and I'm just going to make sure that I have a good size here. So up here under shape format, I'm going to go up and make sure that this is 3 inch by 3 inch. And then I can see, that it'll fit. I am going to, because that's pretty tight. So I am going to go to picture format here on this Christmas one. I clicked on it, and I'm just going to go up 1, and I'm going to do the same thing on these because they're all 3 inch, and I'm just going to go up ever so slightly because I want to make sure that my design is going to fit on that ornament. Yep, looks good. No, I know that these will fit, but we'll check it anyway, just to make sure. Yep, they all fit well on there. So now what we're going to do is we're going to print these. I was going to do some more designs too. So let's get rid of this circle here. I'm going to start a new page, a new document. And again, I'm going to do layout, orientation landscape, margin 0, and this is an 8.5 by 11. So I'm going to go and insert some more pictures here. Let's see. I gotta find them in my downloads here. I just downloaded these. Let's see. Here we go. So we have got, so we're going to have some that are going to be full coverage, and we're going to have some that'll have transparent backgrounds. I like this one. So we'll do this one as well, wrap and through, and we'll get these started. I might be able to fit this one on this design yet. I'm going to try that. Then we don't need to bring anything else in here. Second page, we'll just do one page, see if I can find this chicken one back. I like that one. All right, so I'm going to do again, wrap and through, and then I can squeeze him in right up here. Move this down, and now I can get this one in. I might even be able to get one more in here. So I'm going to move these down, and I am going to insert one more picture here. I have some cute trucks that I did the Merry Christmas on, and I'll pull this one in as well. And of these now, whoops, where'd you go? Oh, way down here. So now you want to hit the wrap and through. And sometimes if you can't reach it, don't forget that it is right up here as well. So I'll stick this in, and that is pretty tight there. So I'm just gonna move it down. Since it's a clear PNG, I can get quite a bit on my page. I do like to fill my whole page so I'm not wasting paper. So now we'll get ready to print this. So I'm going to go up to File and Print. And this is not the printer that I'm going to be using. I'm going to be using my Epson EcoTank 2760 that I've converted over to sublimation printing by adding sublimation ink to it. I only use that printer for sublimation. So now I'm going to go under printer properties. Oh, one thing first, you can see that it says offline here. That's because I use a printer cable when I print my sublimation projects and not Wi-Fi, because you get a better quality print if you're using a printer cable. So now I'm going to go under my options here, and I'm going to make sure I have premium presentation paper matte selected and high quality. And under more options, I'm going to go under image options here, and I am going to click emphasize more, and I'm going to make sure I have emphasize thin line. Then I'm going to hit OK. And that's just a preference that I have. Now you're going to want to make sure you have your high speed off. And of course, you want to mirror your image or your words are going to be backwards. So we're ready to print this. But also I want to show you here that you see this black outline here. That is a good thing. You want to make sure that your images are all in that black area. That's the printing area. So now I'll go and print these. All right, these prints are almost ready. Again, you can see that I'm using an Epson EcoTank 2760 that I have converted over to sublimation printing. I printed a few more designs so that we can have a few options of the front and back. I wanted to have front and back full coverage as well. Here is the design to have full coverage on the front and the back. So the face will be on the front and the tail will be on the back. And these are the other designs that we're going to be using. So there will be quite a bit of white showing on the ornament from these designs. And of course, I printed these as PNGs so that they have the transparent background. So before we start, we want to always clean our blanks, and I am using coffee filters to clean these ceramic ornaments. So for this ornament, I've got the front piece taped on the left here, and I've got the back piece taped on the right. So the front will have the design with the baby Jesus on it, and then the one on the right here is the back, and it says Merry Christmas 2024. And here are the three two-sided images that we are going to be pressing with our owl design. So I've got my design here. I have laid it down on a piece of protective paper with the image facing up, and I am using a silicone mat on my press. You can see that red mat under there, and I'll have a link below for that. So the next step for these is I am centering my ornaments right on top of these as they are sitting on my press. Now I'm adding the other image face down on top of the blank side, and I am taping it down to the paper. Of course, all of the tape that I am using in this video is heat resistant tape. You can only use heat resistant tape for this. So now you can see that all three of these ornaments have the top and the bottom taped together. Be sure not to get tape on any of the image surfaces. On the left here, you can see that I added my other 3 two-sided ornaments to the protective paper. And then on the right picture here, you can see that I covered everything with a clean sheet of protective paper. It's very important not to reuse your protective paper. So I had preheated my press to 385 degrees Fahrenheit. And here you can see that silicone mat that I am using on my press. That silicone mat is laying on top of my HTV Ront pressing mat. Works really good. I am using the HTV Ront auto heat press for this project. So on my HTV Ront auto heat press, my seconds, my time settings only go to 99 seconds. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to press this through 3 cycles of 99 seconds. So roughly right at 5 minutes. So I'm going to press it fully for 99 seconds. I'm going to restart it again for 99 seconds and then a third time for 99 seconds. Now, as these 6 ornaments are pressing, I am laying out a cooling mat, and I also put a piece of protective paper on my cooling mat in case there is some sublimation ink on there, because when these come out, they're going to be extremely hot, and you want them to cool on a clean surface or it could pick up the ink, and you're going to want to use heat-resistant gloves for this as well. All right, they're done. I removed the protective paper and here they are. And starting the reveal, you can see that they turned out perfectly. And here are the first 3 ornaments cooling on the cooling mat. And here is the reveal of the other ornaments, the front and the back side. And here are all 6 of the ornaments cooling on the mat. Now we're going to be doing just one-sided ornaments. Very similar to the two-sided, just not as many steps. So again, I laid protective paper down on the silicone mat on my heat press, and I put the whole piece of paper for the 3 full coverage ornaments down, and then I centered my ornaments on there and I used heat resistant tape to tape them in place. And then the top 2 ornaments, you can see that I just taped the design down. I centered it and taped the design down. Those I have face up. You can do them face down as well. You can either do them face up or face down. It doesn't matter as long as they're on protective paper. And so now I'm covering them with the protective paper. And again, I'm going to be running these through for 5 minutes at 385 degrees Fahrenheit. And here they are right after the 5 minutes. You can see just how well these ornaments absorbed the ink on this paper. I am using HTV Ront 125 sublimation paper, so it does pick the color up very, very well. So here they are cooling. So soon we will be adding some string to hang these with. I like to use this garden twine. I think it just gives them such a good look. Very simple and easy to do. And here are all of the finished ornaments ready to sell or give as gifts. I hope you enjoyed my video. Please subscribe to my channel and like my video, and you'll see links below for items that I've used. Have a great day.